Hello everyone, Special Service here. Welcome back to the finals yet again. Today, I want to go over the current state of the game 3 weeks into Season 3. This season has been a roller coaster of highs and lows for the finals. We started this season with the unstoppable light spam with LH1s and throwing knives. Heavies had their fun with the winch claws and one-shot comboing mediums and lights. Then we had the incredibly controversial change from ranked cash-out tournament to ranked terminal attack. New sword tech like the Phantom Strikes were made mainstream and highly popularized, unleashing my personal hell of entire teams running melee. But with Embark doing what they do best, they've already patched most of these things into a more reasonable, balanced state. Though heavy winch claw with a sledgehammer still irks me greatly. The other major balance changes included the fact that all melee weapons except for the sword and the quick melee can no longer multi-hit, so sledges and daggers will no longer be able to delete your entire team with one hit. Grapple hooks will no longer connect with surfaces that are out of bounds, so if you're playing in one of the alleyways near the edge of the map in Las Vegas and try to grapple a wall that isn't the casino building, good luck, you're not going anywhere. And that's all they've really changed so far. Despite that, the game's actually in a pretty good state. Almost all the builds are well balanced now and actually have counterplays for each other. Only one problem remains: game modes. Where are they? I want to preface this by saying that maybe I'm being a little bit greedy. Embark is a relatively small studio with just under 300 people employed there working on multiple projects. It's also summer, and in Stockholm, where Embark is based, employees can take up to 4 weeks of summer vacation. Of course, after making one of my favorite games of all time, I'd say it's a well-deserved 4 weeks off. And most commonly, game development does slow down during the summer. It's probably for this reason that Season 3 is one of the longest seasons we've had in the finals, but we have had Quick Cash, Power Shift, Bank It, World Tour, and Terminal Attack for quite some time now. Some of these modes are well over 2 seasons old. And that's not to say we need to have a revolving door of modes, but Season 3 to me has currently just been more of the same. It may only be 3 weeks in, but the bi-weekly tournament mode change is just the same thing, except they swapped out a couple of maps and changed the sponsor. I was expecting to play Tournament Cash Out with a new set of rules or restricted loadouts. Instead, we got the same mode again. I thought World Tour was to test things like new rules and restrictions for the finals. Something like the Steal the Spotlight event where everyone had to play heavy with restricted loadouts. Or even the Smoking Gun events with pre-made loadouts for all builds. Something creative and interesting. We need another limited time mode or event. Maybe Embark is worried about spreading thin their relatively small player base, but in the finals, I don't think adding another limited time mode would be that detrimental. If anything, it'd help attract more players. The finals has a lot of potential for cool and interesting limited time modes. We've seen that in the past, Embark is more than capable of doing that. Not every limited time mode has to stick around forever like Terminal Attack or Power Shift. They can experiment and play around with a lot of cool things. I could sit here forever and start spouting off ideas, but I think I'll save some of that for another time. I just really miss limited time modes that tried something different from the current formula that we have in the finals. I promise you that the finals community is not short of cool ideas for limited time game modes. And while I'm not a programmer or a game designer, these modes will require minor tweaks to implement. And if you guys have any ideas for game modes in the finals, don't be afraid to leave them in the comments below. I'd love to see some suggestions of what you guys are thinking of. More than anything, I would just like to have more things to do in the finals. I sometimes look over at the competition that the finals is directly competing against. I see they have way more game modes than the finals does. And I mean, after all, variety is the spice of life. Don't worry, I'm getting that framed in my room next to the Live, Laugh, Love poster. I had nowhere else to put this in the video, so I'm just gonna put it here at the end. What happened to Sis Horizon? That was my favorite map. Why can I only find it in Power Shift? Whatever the next World Tour map rotation is, it better have Sis Horizon. CNS did not cook up one of the best maps just for it never to be played. I rest my case. That's all I have for you guys this time. If you liked the video, be sure to leave it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It really does help out the channel a lot. And if you stuck around to the end, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching my previous video. It did way better than I ever imagined it would. You guys can join my new Discord down below if you want to play some games or just hang out. And other than that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.